Thank you so much for joining us again for another episode of Share Your Story. And as always, we invite you to comment, like, and subscribe. And if it is of benefit to you, we ask that you share it with someone. The intent of this is to be of benefit to our market center as well as to other agents, because I believe we can always learn something from someone. And with that said, I am so excited and thrilled today to have with us Daniel Byrd. Welcome.
Hey, excited to be here. Thank you.
Wonderful. We're so glad you're here. It is always a pleasure to talk to agents and to interview them and to learn something new about them. So I bet you're going to learn something today. With that said, Daniel, you ready to jump in?
I'm ready.
All right. So always start every interview with this question.
Okay.
What brought you to real estate?
Okay. So when I finished high school, I had no idea what I wanted to do.
Okay.
So I went and worked for a guy and painted houses.
Okay.
And the folks that we worked for mostly were guys who were flipping houses.
Oh, I see.
So that piqued my interest in real estate.
Okay.
But I graduated high school in 2008.
Okay.
So I quickly learned real estate was not the business to be in, and everything crashed. And
That was the year.
That was the year, and so I didn't stick with it.
Okay.
With the painting houses and
Okay.
learning more about real estate, I
All
jumped
right.
into the technology world.
I see. Okay.
I was a project manager with an e-discovery firm for about 5 years, shifted through a few different positions, but
Okay.
with them for about 5 years,
Okay.
and hated it for about 4.5 years. Just didn't like it.
Okay. Not
So
for you, huh?
when my wife and I found out we were having our first,
Mm.
I thought, you know what, this is the best time and the worst time.
Okay.
If I don't do it now, I'm never going to do
You're
it.
never gonna do it.
But we're about to have a baby, so why would I leave a salary and
Sure.
benefits to go to
Sure.
commission and no benefits?
Sure.
So
Valid question.
decided to take the leap and jumped in full time
Okay.
over 5 years ago.
Okay, how about that?
Yeah.
About 5 years ago.
Yep.
All right. So started in the real estate industry, but soon got out of it because we know the market went down.
Yeah.
07, 08.
Yeah, I was on the construction, the painting side, so everyone who was selling
Right.
and everyone who owned real estate were
Right.
in panic. So it's scary.
Panic mode, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so but you did come back at a good time, though.
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did. All right, very good. Thank you for sharing that. So you've been in it for about 5 years. All right, when did you fall in love with it? I know sometimes we can start and we like it, and then we're kind of questioning, was this the right thing? When did you fall in love with real estate?
That's actually a great question.
Okay.
I think probably just within the last couple of years.
Really?
The first year was, am I going to stick with it? I didn't do well, didn't have a good year.
Okay.
Am I going to stick with it?
Okay.
Do I enjoy it?
Right.
Et cetera, And
Okay.
then I started to become more successful and started to do more transactions, and I realized,
Okay.
okay, I can make a living at it.
Okay.
But just I think in the last couple of years, I've realized
Okay.
how much more there is to real estate than just selling.
Right, exactly.
Developing and building and
So
just
many facets.
really become, I guess, immersed in the whole entire industry. And so I've really come to love it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. And I appreciate your honesty. Because some people will fall in love in the very beginning,
Yeah.
but your honesty was saying you struggle in the beginning. So let's talk about that. Tell us about your rookie year. What did your rookie year, he's laughing.
Yeah,
What did that
I'm
look
laughing.
like?
So to give you the full story,
Okay.
and I'll make it quick, but
Okay.
my first son was born in February.
Okay.
I had gotten my license January 1.
Okay.
Started here, January
All
1.
right.
My son was born February, forgive me if my wife watches this, 13th, 12th, something like that.
He was born. He's here.
Yeah, he was born in early February.
Okay.
And then come May, I had not closed a transaction.
Really?
And my wife was at home with our son.
Okay.
And I had jumped into a commission-based business.
Sure.
And we had no
Yep.
income.
No income.
So that
Okay.
can summarize where we were.
Right.
And then I closed 2 deals. My first 2 deals I
Okay.
closed on the same day.
Wow.
And it was wonderful. It was a $28,000 lot that I paid a referral on.
Okay.
And a house that was
Okay.
sold for $26,000 that I paid a referral on.
Okay. But in the same days.
So I made about $800 to close my first two transactions.
But same day, which made it
Same
good.
day, so it was a busy day. I felt like I'd accomplished something. My wife didn't. And so we, so that was my start. And then it definitely picked up. To be very transparent, what helped me is I closed about a $500,000 deal my first year. And that just kind of helped me.
That propelled you.
Stick with it.
Gotcha.
Okay, there is a future here.
Right.
It's not just selling, low end. And that really helped. But I want to say I closed maybe 5 deals the first year. 5 or 6. I'd have to go back and look, but not many.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fair, and I appreciate your transparency. So your first deals, were they buyers? Were they sellers? And what did you start with?
Buyers.
Yeah,
it was mostly buyers. I did sell 1 listing my first year.
Okay.
And struggled my way through that, but got it done. And mostly buyers. When I got started.
All right. Very good. So what do you do today? Because you are part of a team. So based on what you're saying, does it sound like you started with the team?
No.
Okay. So you didn't start out with the team, but now you are on a team. What helped you make that transition from individual agent to being a part of a very successful and top producing team?
So when year 2 started, I realized I've got to do something different.
Okay.
So I started to investigate, buying leads and all sorts of avenues for lead generation. And it started to pick up. And sometime around the end of the first quarter of that year, I was approached. Sandy had called me. She said, hey, I'm thinking about joining a team. I have more business than I can handle. And to be honest, I wasn't that interested. I just thought, my business is finally taking off a little bit. I'm having some success with these online leads and whatnot. But we met. We had coffee. I was blown away by her. And then you'll hear me reference my wife a lot in this interview because she's a lot wiser than I am.
She's important.
And she was the one that really encouraged me to investigate that. She said, you should think about it. And so I did and ended up making that decision, and I've never looked back. We structured our team really really well for us to grow and for us to be successful, and it's a family first atmosphere on our team.
Exactly. I love that. So let's talk about that. You have referenced your wife, and that's a good thing. She's important to your team, your personal team. So let's talk about the family dynamics. How is your setup now? Do you have time to spend with your family, your children? How are you able to balance family, wife, dates, even, and real estate?
Yeah, that's another great question. You've got a lot of great questions. I would say it's a work in progress.
Okay.
Number one.
As is everything
else.
else.
As is everything.
Yeah.
But I have done a much better job of, even if I have long hours at the office, when I go home, being home. It used to be
being
leave
present.
The office, keep my phone right in my pocket, keep my phone right where I'm at, answer everything. Where for me personally, and everyone has a different structure, with having 3 kids, I've got 3 kids, 5 and under. So with having that at home, it's, when I get home, I'm dad.
Yes.
And so I don't want to work. And so we've done a really good job of, even with long hours in the office, going home and being home.
I love that. Daniel, that is very important, being present and the quality of time. Not so much the quantity, now that's important, but the quality of time that you do spend together, when you do spend it together. I love that. Do you ever take the kids or have to take the kids on appointments or things like that?
I have,
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I definitely have. We work largely with our sphere of influence. And so, it's not uncommon to work with someone that I know well or have a relationship with.
I see.
If I have to, then I do what I have to do. And I'll give them a heads up. But I would say it's not often that I have to do it, but when I do, people are so receptive, so understanding, and actually they think it's really cool.
And it makes you human, and we can identify. They can identify with you, and you with them. I absolutely love that. So, what is your position on the team? What exactly do you do for the team?
So I don't know what my title would be, but I do mostly the listing side of the business. So I do all the negotiating on our listing, all of our paperwork, our disclosures. and then really take the baton once we're on the market to make sure
Right.
that it gets to closing.
Gotcha.
As we've grown and brought on buyers agents and other folks on our team,
Sure.
I help with training and answering
Okay.
questions and really
Right.
anything that I need to do.
Okay. All right. Very good.
We're very team focused, and
I love that.
realizing the more the team succeeds, the
Right.
more opportunity there's going to be for everyone.
Right.
So I just do whatever I need to do.
Okay. So I love that everybody eats concept. Everybody eats. Okay. Not just the one at the top, but everyone. I love that being a family, having that family unit. So you're working most with listings. How do you define success in your real estate career? What does success look like for you?
That's a great question. That's a hard question to try and answer in a short amount of time.
Okay.
But
Well, do
I
your
would
best.
say success is, I would definitely say it starts with being at home
Okay.
and just,
Okay.
having
Okay.
that success, knowing that my
Right.
wife is happy and
Right.
that I'm not working too much and that I
Okay.
am focusing on the family and family time.
Right.
That my kids, I'm getting to spend quality time with
Right.
them.
Right.
That would be the first place. Now, with that, obviously, I have to provide financially.
Sure, absolutely.
For us to be able to do things.
Absolutely.
But so the financial part is a part of it. But
Sure.
I think really the success to know that I am providing financially and that my family is doing well and taken care of.
Right.
That, and then I would jump over myself and say our team. As long as our
Yeah.
team is successful.
Okay.
We've brought on several agents, and I've seen their income levels go up and just
Wow.
what they can do for
Wow.
their families, and
Wow.
that part of it is probably the next layer to success.
Gotcha.
And I know the more that everyone else succeeds, it's going to come back. Our team's going
Exactly.
to grow.
Exactly.
But we kind of work from the bottom up instead of the top down.
Okay, okay.
And we just
I like
want
that.
everyone to be successful, and we
Right.
think then the team would be successful versus
Exactly.
saying, hey, let's make sure the top,
Right.
Sandy's got hers, and then
Right.
we don't do that.
Right,
We
right.
say if anyone's going to take a hit, it's going to be the top.
I see.
And we're going to raise everyone else up.
I see. I love that. And to me, that's a servant mindset.
Yeah.
And having that servant mindset on a team, which is unique and hard to find.
Yeah,
It
for
really
sure.
is. So the fact that you all have maintained that and kept that is actually awesome.
Yeah.
That is super awesome. All right. So you mentioned something to me earlier about golf.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about something fun.
Okay.
Golf. You
Golf.
said you weren't any good at it. Well, you're better than I am because I don't even play. So, how often do you, go to the golf course, and is that really fun for you and relaxing?
It is fun. It's fun and relaxing. I've
Okay.
gotten past the point of trying to be good at it, and now
Okay.
it's just fun.
It's a hobby.
So it's a hobby.
Okay.
Last year when the pandemic hit,
Okay.
meetings froze. No
Yep.
one wanted to meet in person.
Right.
We were doing Zoom or
Right.
whatnot. I had a group of guys, and we started
Okay.
playing every Friday afternoon.
Really?
And so we played, not every Friday, but
yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
Fridays
Okay.
from really March until October.
Yeah.
And that was a blast.
Oh, really?
So we decided we were going to do the same thing this year.
Okay.
And I think we've
Okay.
played 3 times since
Really?
March or 4 times.
Well, life
it hasn't
happened.
worked out.
Yeah, life
But I
happened.
still get to go out and play
Sure.
in the afternoons, or if I have a
Right.
light afternoon, a couple of guys on my team, Kurt Barlow and Josh Atkins, they love to play as well. So
Nice.
we go out and play. I beat them most of the time. So I hope they watch this
I was
to
gonna-
hear that. But
So you are pretty good, right?
No, I'm not. They're just bad.
You heard
No,
it here.
Yeah, I'm just hoping they watch this. But we do. We have a lot of fun. It's really
Nice.
relaxing and enjoyable.
Nice. So you said you play with folks on the team, so you really are a family unit. It's
Oh, yeah.
not just about work
Oh no,
with the team.
no, it's not. It's not
I
at all.
love it,
Yeah,
love it, love
yeah,
it.
yeah,
That's
we-
awesome.
Yeah, we do a lot to try to encourage that. And Sandy really spearheaded that when I
Yeah.
joined the team.
Okay.
This is about not just you joining, your family coming on board. And so
love
we've
it.
done that with our whole team. And
Okay.
if you were to come to one of our team meetings, it's just
Oh,
laid back. It's so
I
fun.
love
We
it.
laugh.
Yeah.
We hang out. And
Yeah.
We try to get work done.
Right.
It doesn't always happen.
Well, you're doing
But it's a-
something.
Yeah, but it's a lot of fun.
That's awesome. I absolutely love that. So let me just say this. Daniel is one of the most humble and modest agents around here. He really is. He's quiet. He gets his job done. So thank you, Sandy, for allowing him to be on your team. And so one last question I have for you is what would you say to that new rookie agent? They are just starting their career. I want you to look into that camera and say something to them to encourage them as they get started in this interesting and unique market.
I would say the first thing I would say is don't give up. It's not easy. I've been in this 5 years and it's still not easy. And we still have transactions and clients that are wonderful and some that are more challenging. And so don't give up would be the first thing that I would say. And then I would say find out what you're good at, what you want to do to grow your business, and focus on that. Don't try to do everything.
Love it.
Don't spread yourself so thin that you really don't know what you're doing or where you want to focus. Focus on something that you feel confident in and pursue that, and just don't give up on it.
Thank you, Daniel. I love that. Don't give up. That goes in any industry or any part of life. Don't ever give up. So thank you, Daniel.
Yeah, thank
for
you.
chatting here with me today. I'm excited that he was here. Again, he's so modest and so humble. I absolutely love it. Yeah. So thank you for tuning in to this episode of Share Your Story. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you on the next video.